Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Got another eBay pickup here. This was an auction this time, and it's for a console that I didn't have in my collection. I had one back in the day, 20 years ago, over 20 years ago when it came out. And I've been using my PlayStation 2 recently to play its games because they are compatible with it, and as I'm sure you probably guessed, it's an original PlayStation. Yeah, quite in the news at the moment because Sony are bringing out a PlayStation Mini, which is a great idea, I guess, for Sony. It make them lots of money, hopefully. Bit grubby condition this, but as far as I understand from the seller, that's just cosmetic. The PlayStation reads discs fine and it works fine, so that's no problem. I'll clean that up, and I'll have a nice PlayStation. Still very iconic design. I love the design of it. At the time, it looked quite futuristic, and it still does now a bit actually, the old PlayStation. So there you go, got myself a nice PlayStation. Extremely well packaged up by this seller. I don't think I got any controllers, but I've got loads of controllers already. But I got quite a few games, and some of them are quite notable as well. And he's packaged everything else up in like these jiffy bags. That's the cables there. There's the cables for the PlayStation, and oh, there is a controller. I'm wrong. I've done him a misjustice. Yeah, I've got a controller there. There's one of the original controllers there. No analog sticks on that one. This must be a game, surely. What's going to be the first game? FIFA. It's a FIFA game. World Cup '98. So I think I've already got this somewhere, but the box looks in good condition. So as usual, I'll probably salvage the box out of that. Now here's the actual bundle of games that came with it. I've got another bundle of games as well, which I'm going to quickly show you that I bought off eBay as well. But we'll just have a quick look at these ones first. Very well wrapped again. So as long as the console works, I'll be leaving glowing feedback on eBay. Oddworld, Abe's Exodus. So I think this came on 2 discs, this game. Yep, there you go, 2 discs. Again, in pretty good condition. Like a lot of PlayStation games, the value of all of these is going up. I was really shocked when I traded in a couple of PlayStation games the other day in CEX. I think it was Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, the original Crash Bandicoot, because I don't really play them anymore and they're not really my cup of tea. And I got something like 30 quid trading for them, or 32 quid trading for the pair of them, which seemed incredible, really. And I think I ended up buying 3 or 4 Xbox One games with that. So, yeah, it is incredible how the value of these has gone up, including, I think, games like Oddworld now, because they were obviously very popular at the time. That was the sequel, of course, to Abe's Odyssey. Incredible Crisis I've got as well. Not heard about this game before. It's obviously a Japanese tinge to it. So, yeah, don't really know anything about that. I've heard it's actually quite good, though. So, oh, the box is broken here. But it's got the instructions. And, oh, let's try not to damage the disc too much. Put that back in there like that. And apart from that minor mishap, it looks in very good condition. So, oh, it looks like it was produced by Titus. So, didn't have the best reputation, Titus, but we'll see what that's like anyway. Won't judge it just yet. Now, this is a game that is not well thought of. We've got Star Wars Masters of Teräs. Basically, the successor games such as Tekken and so forth, one-on-one beat-em-ups. And they tried to put the Star Wars license on it. Well, they did put the Star Wars license on it and produce a beat-em-up. But I remember seeing this in Games Boutique, or Electronic Boutique rather, and seeing it at work. And it looked a nice game, but it was just a bit bizarre, really. No instructions here, but I'm sure I can work out how to play Masters of Teräs. I'd be quite interested to see how my boys react to that, because they quite like their Star Wars, but not a very good game. Right, and the last game that I got in the bundle is another one which I've never played, but I have heard a lot about. We've got Vib Ribbon. Now, this is an extremely odd game where you make a line, and I think you have to make shapes and all sorts of things, and there's challenges and God knows what else. Very odd game from what I understand. No instructions again, so I'm hoping I can pick it up. But yeah, on its own, this game, well, when it's complete, retails for about 30 or 40 quid. So to get it in a bundle with the other games, with the PlayStation for 30 quid, I think was a bit of a bargain. So I'm quite pleased about that. Now, in addition to that bundle, I also bought a bundle of PlayStation games at the same time from a different seller, which I'll briefly go through for you. Command and Conquer on the PlayStation. No idea how that play on the PlayStation without a mouse, but I suppose I should give it a go. Soul Blade, which is a beat 'em up, which originally would have cost you $39.99, which is quite an eye-opener really, because games haven't really, despite becoming much more complex and using a lot more people to create them, they haven't really gone up in price a great deal, have they? A lot of new games still cost about 40 quid, so that's Soul Blade. The original Dune, not Dune 2, which was like a real-time strategy game, although this does look like that as well, so I'd be quite intrigued to see what Dune is about. ISS 2, which is a great football game for the PlayStation. Of course, this is what would morph into Pro Evo. Wu-Tang, Taste the Pain. Listen to their music, is tasting the pain as far as I'm concerned, but I'm assuming this is some sort of beat 'em up again. A boxing game, Knockout Kings 2000. Muhammad Ali on the cover. A retro compilation. These were starting to come into vogue on the PlayStation. The Capcom collection was really good. And this one collected quite a few Atari games. What have we got here? Asteroids Deluxe, Battlezone, Black Widow, not heard of that one. Centipede, Gravitar, Missile Command, Pong, Space Duel, Super Breakout, Tempest and Warlords. I think Warlords is probably my pick out of all those, although obviously classics like Defender are very good. Not sure what extras come with that, but be interesting to find out. FIFA Road to World Cup 98, so another bloody FIFA game. And another FIFA game with a broken case, this one as well, so that might as well go in the bin, I think. And finally, we've got Spec Ops Ranger Elite, which someone bought from Blockbuster for $9.99, which I think has even got the receipt still in it. Yes, it has. So when was this purchased from Blockbuster? Let's have a look, shall we? Blockbuster in Southsea in Hampshire, so I'm not quite sure how it ended up in Essex. And it was on the 29th of July 2001 at 16:45 in the afternoon, or 4:45 in the afternoon, and they paid with a £10. I'm sure this is fascinating. They paid with a £10 note and got 1p change. So there you go. That's the story of Spec Ops Ranger Elite. So there you go. There's my pretty cool PlayStation pickup. I'm quite pleased with all that lot for, I think it was about 40 quid in total. Thanks for watching, and I'll post another video soon.